My name's Mick Dodd. I'm a site manager for Hutchinson Builders. My day usually kicks off around about 5:30 a.m. and try to get on site by 6:15. From there I've usually jumped into a pre-start meeting with my team. I'll usually then roll into a quick catch up with my foreman and then my safety officer to make sure there's if there's any issues that I need to be involved in.
Well, first of all, a big thank you to everybody on site for everything that's been achieved. We suffered a bit of trouble with the weather obviously last week, and I really appreciate everybody's effort. You've done extremely well.
From there I'll typically go for site walks, try to fit in at least 3 site walks through the day. I'll catch up with varied people along the way, be it my own team or subcontractors. I'll be constantly looking for anything that may be related to a quality issue. Also keeping my eye out to make sure everybody's working safely, and also getting a status of where we sit in relation to program. It's vitally important with such large projects not to lose even half a day. So we need to keep our finger on the pulse of what everybody is doing and when they are doing it and how safely they're doing it, and making sure they're achieving the right quality whilst also satisfying the design intent. The project that I'm currently working on is 263 two-storey terrace homes that sit on top of a podium. It's 16 acres in area. On top of this podium is a network of roads. There's an aquatic and recreational area, visitors parking areas and open space. All of that structure I've just talked about is supported by 912 columns that then engage directly into piles that auger down onto the underlying rock, up to 28 metres in depth and ranging down to as short as 7 metres. We've constructed 2 stages of that project, and we're now embarking on stage 3 and 4. It's a very good project to be involved in. Whilst I pride myself as being a builder, it's important to have a good communication skill set. Having 300 people on site really brings that to the fore, because you need to be able to communicate from be it the consultants or the client or environmental scientist or an ecologist, all the way through to your engineers, all your supervision staff, your directors of various companies, and all the way down through to subcontract workers on site, and even the labourers who are just they could be cleaning up rubbish, whatever it may be. It's best if you can communicate with everybody and be on their level, so that you make sure you get the best out of everybody in order to achieve a common goal, and that is hand the project over on time, on budget, whilst keeping everybody safe. After works have got to a point where I can separate myself and get myself into my office, I'll sit down from about 3 o'clock onwards and try to catch up on emails and do those various tasks that I haven't had time to attend to earlier in the day. And sometimes that means working into the night, and that's just part of the role, but it's always very rewarding regardless. Every day is rewarding.